Hi my dearest traders, and a warm welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to see you once again in today's new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be trading with a Bollinger Band indicator. At first, this indicator may seem quite complicated, but this indicator helps traders to not only determine the current price change, but also to notice any change in price movement. And also, I'm going to be showing you how this indicator works. I'll be showing you the signals to consider when using this indicator. I'll show you how to turn it on and how to find good entry points on the market with this indicator. And hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to understand how this indicator works. So let me get started. First, I'll connect the Bollinger Band indicator. I'll add it here using this button. Next, I'll move on to the settings. I'm going to set the period to 14. This is the number of candles on which the boundaries are calculated, and the deviation is 2. This is a coefficient that determines the width of the channel. So the upper border, the lower border, the middle line, and the red sliding middle. So you can see the price is moving in the lower part of the indicator. The middle line always plays the role of the resistance line. And also there are other patterns. If the price goes sharply beyond one of the borders, then there is a high probability of a drop in the opposite direction, as you can see here in the chart. So let's move on to trading situations and put them into practice. So friends, here you can see the red candlestick is breaking the lower boundary of the Bollinger Band indicator. This indicates the possibility of price correction upwards. So here I'll open an up trade and wait for the results. This is excellent, friends. As you can see, after breaking through the bottom line of the indicator, the price really corrected upwards and my deal was successful here. I managed to make money on this movement. Let me continue and look for more promising situations. Here you can see that the price hit the boundary again, and this is a signal for me to open a downward trade for 2 minutes and wait for the results. Well friends, this is awesome. So the forecast turned out to be correct again, and you can see the deal closes in a plus. And as you can see, 2-minute deals are great for working out such market situations, and in this case you can see the strategy worked out quite fine. My deposit has already grown to $69. So let me continue. We can see that after the trade period, the market demonstrates an increase in volatility. This creates preconditions for new interesting trading situations, and hopefully by now you already have a better understanding of how the Bollinger Band indicator works. Now you can see that the price continues to move down and green candlesticks cannot overcome the level of resistance. So in this regard, I'll open a 2-minute trade down and wait for the results. So despite the fact that immediately after opening of the deal, the price has increased significantly, the general direction of the movement downwards was confirmed, the trend was correctly identified, and the price continued to drop sharply. 2 minutes turned out to be more than enough to fix the profit from this movement. And now you can see the price confidently breaks through the lower border of the Bollinger line, and the second candlestick confirms the trend. In this situation, I suggest opening the deal for an increase for 2 minutes, since the probability of a correction bounce up is very high enough here. Well friends, in this case it was quite logical to predict growth, as you can continue to observe a downward movement with an update of the minimum price. However, the green candlestick has already pierced the upper line of the indicator, which may indicate a rapid change in direction of movement. And as you can see, the indicator works perfectly, and I observed the pattern. The market is doing great again and giving us new opportunities. Here you can see that the price hit the boundary again, and this is a signal for me to open a downward trade for 2 minutes and wait for the results. You can see that there were green candlesticks before, but now the movement is going down as indicated by the indicator, and I think I'll get very good profit here. Let me wait for the results. Well friends, this is awesome. You can see that I got very good profit and the indicator really showed me a good entry point. You can see that now my deposit has increased to $467. So let me continue and find more situations to work on. So here I can see that the Bollinger Band indicator is pointing to the prevailing growth. The price is moving steadily in the upper part of the channel. So here I open a trade for an increase. So let me wait and see how this deal will close. Well friends, you can see that again my expectations were fully justified. They deal worked out well because you can see I correctly assumed that the movement within the Bollinger Band's line ascending channel will continue in the direction of the resistance level, and at the moment you can see that my deposit has grown to $862. Here I can see how the price is again trying to test the resistance level, but for now I'm going to refrain from hasty conclusions. Now you can see when the movement becomes obviously descending, the situation begins to become clear. The candle reaches the bottom line of the Bollinger indicator, piercing it. Such an impulsive movement usually leads to growth. This indicates the possibility of price correction upwards. So here I'll open an up trade and wait for the results. The indicator worked perfectly again. The Bollinger signals clearly indicated the upcoming growth. When the price approaches the resistance level in this way, you can see how the price barely pushing away from the resistance level went down to the lower range of the curve indicator. Will 2 minutes be enough time to fix this trend? Because you can see the price did follow a downward trend, which was logical due to the proximity to the resistance level, and it was able to significantly increase my capital. So I'm going to continue looking for more promising situations. So here I'm going to open 2 trades for a downward movement. I can see that the movement hit the support level before and is in the lower zone of the indicator. Now you can see that it's demonstrating a confident trade. So let me see what will happen in the next 2 minutes and hopefully I'll get a very good profit. Let me wait for the results. This is awesome. My trade closed in a plus and I got a very good profit. Right now you can see that my deposit is $3,000. So I am confidently approaching my trading goal. Let me continue and find more trading situations. So here I can see that the Bollinger Band indicator is pointing to the prevailing growth, and now you can see the price confidently breaks through the lower border of the Bollinger line and the second candlestick confirms the trend. In this situation, I suggest opening the deal for an increase for 2 minutes since the probability of a correction bounce up is very high enough here. So let me wait and see how this deal will close. Well friends, you can see this is awesome. I got a very good profit here. My trade closed in a plus once again, even though I quickly opened this trade. So 2 minutes was quite enough time for this trade, and now you can see that my deposit is $5,893. Let me continue and find more working situations. So here I can see there is a downward movement to the level and I can now see a new level of support. Now I'm going to wait and see the new growth here before opening a trade. So this is a good signal to open the next trade. I'm going to open it for 2 minutes upwards and wait for the end of this trade. But you can see that I paid attention to technical analysis. That means you have to pay attention to it in order to avoid errors and before using the indicator signals. Let me wait for the end of this trade. Well friends, you can see my deal closes in a plus again, and the combination of technical analysis with the Bollinger indicator allowed me to increase the deposit to $10,000. Although the indicator was an auxiliary tool, it worked well with a combination of technical analysis. So I'll fix the profit and leave the market. So friends, as you can see, my trading goal today was fulfilled. The situations turned out to work out quite well with the Bollinger Band indicator, but of course I carried out technical analysis first. As I always emphasize, I was able to combine both tools and made very good profit. You can do it as well with enough practice. If you have any questions, you can ask them in my private chat in Telegram channel. There is a link in the description box. It's a link to my personal chat. Write me with the code word money team and I'll add you to this private chat. And also do not forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you're notified when a new video is posted. Until next time, good luck in your trades. Bye bye.